usual 5th string open A for you to tune to me. Take your A bar to the 2nd fret. Put your 2nd finger there. Your 4th.
TJ in the Soundshack. I don't even know what's going on here. I started looking up how to play Diggin A Hole on the internet because people have been asking for a GJ in the Soundshack episode talking about Diggin A Hole. So I'm going to tell you about Diggin A Hole, how you actually play it. Now, I'll give these dudes A for effort. They really have dissected it and tried to figure out how to play it, but they're trying to play it in standard tuning. And as B.B. King once said to Billy Gibbons' ZZ Top, why you want to work so hard? So I'm going to show you the easy way to do it, which is the GJ way to do it. And I'm going to do it with this beautiful mid-1970s Gibson ES-1275 double neck. The one we call Down Brown. I've had it for a number of years, and it's lived most of its career down here in Texas. Got it at Austin Vintage Guitars in Austin, Texas. And it's one of the ones that I really love. That 70s model. It's quite a bit like the Nemesis or the Alex Lifeson model. It doesn't have that big elongated headstock. You know, it's got those short, squat, square headstocks. We love that volute on the back of the neck. That's always a nice feature for someone who's rough with their guitars. It prevents headstock breakage. Got them witch hat knobs that we like so much. And you can see that we've reversed the polarity on the neck pickups, something I like to do. I'm not sure. I've debated this with guitar techs for decades, whether or not just flipping the pickup around actually inverts the phase. To my ear, it does make it a lot more clangy, chimey, scoopy, however you want to describe it. And I make use of that a lot. In most of my Gibsons with humbuckers, I have inverted the neck pickup around so I get a brighter, chimier sound in the middle position. So we'll show you a little bit about what that's about today, too. The first thing to be aware of is it's an open tuning. Trying to play the song in standard tuning requires a lot of moving your hand around, and really I don't know how you would do it, or I never have tried to do it. In open G tuning, if you don't know that, is with the 5 on the bottom, and then the root, a 5, the root, the 3rd, and then the 5th. And we're also capoed up to the 2nd fret. Song's in A, largely. So I've got both necks capoed up to put me in the key of A. And as you'll see, I guess what I'll do is I'll try to walk you through the song slowly, and I'll sing little bits so you kind of know where you are in the song, and just show you how really quite simple it is. Now, we'll just assume that Gary's played the bass part in the first verse. And when we get to the 2nd verse, when the guitar comes in, you can see how that just requires 2 fingers. Which makes a really nice kind of suspended 4 chord, that D chord, instead of going up to, it's kind of blocky sounding. This is very, there's a chime to it because, as you can see, you still have the root on the bottom, the 30 or 4 chord, the root again, that 4 note. Still have the 5 of your tonic note. So it's like a D with a 9 on it. It gets that really nice suspended sound. And that's part of the Diggin A Hole sound. I've been crying for days and I'm falling apart. There's just some one finger stuff there with the slide. When you're in open tuning, you can see you've got chords covered, and I'm on a 12 string. I forgot to mention, much of the song is played on a 12 string, so with every single note you're playing, you're getting a note and an octave. So by just playing 3 strings in the chord, I've got 6 notes happening in octaves, which also adds to the digging a wholeness of it. And then we do a little trick here where I would flip to my neck pickup for that 4 chord, and it makes it sound like a thunderous kind of a stomp box, fuzz box kind of thing. And the only thing that's really happening is you're getting that woolly, the top end is pulled back a little bit, you get that big thick wooliness. And played with the slide, you get a really nice, hard, clean 4 chord. Now I could play that little suspension. Why you want to work so hard? I use my finger behind the slide. Digging a hole. See that? It's tight, right? And then the punchline is that same thing. You're just sliding across there. I'm watching dudes on YouTube and they're bending away and they're Eric Clapton sort of guitar string bends. And heck no, we don't want to work that high. And then one of my little signature moves after the punchline is to switch to the 6 neck, which without all those octave strings, less chimey, it's chunkier, it's tighter. So we'd go, so my first downstroke on the 6 neck is the actual neck selector. Now, a fella could go, but again, when you're dancing around the stage with a double neck, you don't want to be reaching too far if you don't have to. So I get that same 7 sound by just reaching for that. Now in the second verse, we got some tricks going on, which is accentuated by the 12 string. Because when I switch to my 12 neck and I strum the 6, here you get angels playing the guitar in the background, right? So I said, and got my head in a haze, feel like a cat in a cage. I've been crying for days and I'm falling apart. Can't read the lines on the page. Twice my age. I've been crying for days and I'm falling apart. You're digging a hole in my heart. And then this beautiful little chord here, which makes a nice transition. That's just making your open A into a 7. With a 9 on top of it. Then we're back to the 4 chord. Digging a hole, set the way to treat me. Digging a hole, tie me up and beat me. sometimes I would just play it on the treble strings and when I was singing along with it. All that complicated when you're only going a 3-fret span. Again, economy of motion, why you want to work so hard. And in that last verse, we do a little showboat and we go, "You're digging a hole in my heart," which is just the minor third of the tonic, but way up the octave there. Digging a hole, separate treatment. Digging a hole, shine me up and beat me. So there's that little neck flick again that you get. Neck flicks. It's a neck flick. Sorry, stop laughing. Here we go. Like I said, sometime when I go to sing along with it, I put it back on the 12 neck, and I'll show you that. That's that middle sound. Neck, bridge. And the middle, squonky, chimey, right? Between those two necks. That's all the tricks I can think of for digging a hole. I hope that sheds some light on it. It's such a simple tune. You know, it's really just built on the 2 chords, and wrote that with Dan Gallagher and Andy Curran years ago, based on a very simple concept and idea. And man, it's still to this day very gratifying song to play. It was originally recorded on the Alex Lifeson Farewell to Kings double neck, the infamous white gifted double neck. That showed up at the studio, and we basically cut, most of the Hemivision record with that guitar. So that's the guitar you hear on the recording. But these days I play it on one of my 70s style 1275s. All right, y'all. GJ in the Soundshack, and I hope that helps you out a little bit. Till next time.